my sister.
Okay.
Are we going?
We're going.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm Erin. I have chosen to interview Stephanie Matthews because I feel that she has so much knowledge and so much of a story that I would never get the whole story of who she is without having an interview. So here we are.
And I'm Joanne. This is my house, and we are going to, I'm going to pop in some questions.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I haven't written anything down.
Okay. So Stephanie, first, tell us a little about yourself and your family dynamics. What makes you guys tick?
Okay. So it is me, Travis, my husband, Skyanne, who's 3 3/4, and Zion, who's 5. And let's see. Travis and I met 7 years ago at a bar, the local bar, and that was what we were doing. We were drinking, we were partying, that was who we are 7 years ago. And then we decided to get married. I got pregnant when we were engaged. And I started changing. And I could quit drinking, I could quit partying, and he joined a band and kept doing that whole thing. And I didn't quite realize that it would change. I didn't realize that I could change so easily, but he couldn't change so easily. And so the next 5 years were a little rough.
A whole new journey.
A whole new journey. And it's not that anything has changed. He can still drink. He can still go out and party. He's now in 3 other bands. But I'm now okay with who he is and with who I've become, which has been the biggest change in my life. Was finally going, okay, it's okay if I change.
And did you change just because you had children?
No, I think actually Travis helped me change.
Travis helped you change, but he didn't change.
Well, he helped me see things in such a different light, especially with, I was very much still in the Christian church when we got married. I still was very guilt-ridden about lots of things, about living with him before we got married. That was a huge thing for me. And so he helped me lessen my guilt so that I could actually see myself for who I was and stop judging myself.
So has he always had this lifestyle that you are now in?
Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
So I don't understand that.
Yeah. Well, I don't think as much as I, but I don't even know what I am per se, but he's always been more of like the universe, and there's not just one path he's
your own leader.
Yes. So he's always been like, I'm part of God. There's no, like, I don't need to be saved, that sort of thing. So he helped me kind of open my eyes to, I don't think he's going to go to hell because of the way he thinks, which is how I was raised. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, he helped me kind of evolve into that. And then he, as he says now, he's like, I was here and you were here and now you're here. And I'm like, slowly go, because now I'm continuing to learn and read and digest because that's what I do. And he's going, oh.
Shut don't touch. And this is Sean.
Hi, Sean.
So what made you change when you guys, right when you got married, you kind of went on this journey to change, or was it after you had Zion?
Okay, so as I was pregnant with Zion, I didn't know, I never knew I was going to go as like off mainstream as I actually have. I never realized that. Mm-hmm. But when
Silas, I say no, don't touch. Don't touch. We have cameos from. Look, they're gonna take over. Come here. So I say don't touch.
No, don't touch, Silas. No.
Movie stars in the
Silence.
making.
Nope, don't touch.
It makes a noise when he touches. He's like, I'm gonna touch.
No. No touching. No touching. Okay?
Is it muted?
It's going.
Your sister. No touching.
So when I was pregnant, I started looking up home births,
Okay.
and that started me on this crazy journey.
Yeah.
So I decided to have a home birth, and I had
With Zion.
with Zion, and I had my husband watch The Business of Being Born, which is by Ricky Lake. It's a Ricky Lake documentary.
Oh, okay.
And she is now a huge child birth advocate to like have home births and
Daddy.
yes.
Daddy.
No touching. No touching. Thank you,
Sean, sit down, please.
So from a home birth, then that kind of was like that first transition of kind of getting away from the medical system, and that was like the first step of getting away from mainstream thinking in society and just doing kind of what everybody else does. So,
Gotcha. Are you able to edit this? We can change location if like the table down, because people.
This is like hilarious all on its own. It's right over his whole
No,
big
Daddy.
movie.
no touching.
Yes, you can dance, baby.
I almost want to turn it more towards
Side
her.
side, no
No.
touching, okay?
Sean, sit down, please.
Thank you, baby. Thank you, sweet boy. Oh, here we go. TV, right?
And you have having a class.
Where's Julia? She's a little Look, Sean's like, get him
Are you guys watching Little Bear downstairs?
Yeah.
But this is far more entertaining.
This is a video, babe.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Joanne. Okay, there.
Okay, so moving on.
Did that answer the question?
That did it.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. In what way have your parents influenced you the most?
I would say that I view my mom as the magical mama. She is like the original magical mama. We would go camping, and she would make, when we got up to set up camping, a tablecloth would get on the table. Our flowers would turn into like, everything was just like beautiful and pretty, and no matter where we were, she created like and magic, and there was always crafts everywhere. Like, she always had an idea of crafts and fun, and
I think I still hear us.
I can make it just audio too if I need to. But this could be awesome.
This might be more entertaining.
So when now that having that spiritual aspect to it, of not any religiosity, but just spiritual, how to become more grounded, how to know yourself, how to connect to divine, however you say divine is. I say, I'm like, Mom, this is your fault. You're the one who raised me to see God in everything and to be connected no matter where I am. So, and my dad was just very much a big kid. he was just very, he would just join right in most of the fun. Yeah. So.
No more marshmallows. No, we have to want to put the dress. I'll put the other dress on.
Side, no touch.
No
touch.
touching.
Just
No
look.
touch.
Just
No
look.
touch.
Oh. Hold on, no touch.
No touching, Silas.
There we go. Okay. Just look.
Look. How about Sean?
Being down to earth, knowing.
Yes, and she was very much like, at the time, 80s mom of doing toll painting, and like she was always artsy crafty, and she had, a weekly meal plan. She does all the stuff that I have to do. She had all of it. That's how I was raised. We sat at the table every night to eat. She had her weekly plan with her groceries planned out, like. She was very into the season of decorations. She never moved in her way. Like everything was celebrated. So I see very much that what I do stemming and evolving from exactly what she did with us.
And your dad was just the fun guy.
Yeah.
Or not there at all. there was no in between. He was either present.
Not there mentally, you mean?
Yeah. So he was either there having fun or sitting on the porch smoking and reading a book and like
No silence. No. No touching.
there.
Something.
Oh,
No
hold on.
silence. We can totally put it up here.
Or
Yeah. Maybe if they're too. If you want to try there, we can scoot that. Go watch Little Bear downstairs. Move all this stuff.
Yeah. That my daughter keeps getting all of it's one of the freaking American Girl dolls.
All right, Julia. Watch out, baby.
what is this? Is it a lift up?
I haven't been
A swivel? It does something, right?
No, I don't.
It sounds like it does something.
It was my niece's old one, so maybe
it's
like
loose.
probably.
Kenzie, you can't watch that in here, honey.
What?
Because it makes too much noise. Thank you, Princess.
Wait.
Scoot it a little bit more.
Another time as happy.
If you want to make noise, you can lay downstairs and make all the noise.
I did.
If I say no, no. Okay.
They're also close. Okay. Do you wish you had been raised differently?
No, not at all. I'm a firm believer in all of our experiences create exactly who
Don't
we are
touch.
supposed to be.
Don't touch.
Yeah.
Like, I don't regret.
No, there's no regrets. There's no good or bad. There's no, like, anything that even would be traumatic. I believe that is all for our learning, for our growing, for our development. And for us to then pass and be who we are supposed to be for our own kids.
No, touch.
Yeah.
Touch.
No touching, Julia.
Sean the boss boy.
No,
What is your
touching.
relationship like with your parents today?
Touching.
Really good. So my dad passed away.
This is 1 second.
And so my mom and I,
This is
she's
done
married,
second.
and you know,
This
we
is
just
done
talk about
second.
things.
Yeah,
And if we do talk about
this joke
them,
is done
it's a
second.
matter of me
Big it.
knowing that I'm not trying to defend myself. I'm just giving her my opinions and my beliefs, and I don't expect her to understand, or I know that it kind of hurts her in a way, but I'm okay with not feeling guilty about it anymore. And I'm okay with fully being who I am.
This is your life.
This is me. This is who I am. And I'm not going to feel like I have to do anything anymore to just make her happy. Even though she's proud of who I am, she's, but I know that there's certain things that do kind of make her sad.
Happy.
Did you have a good relationship?
Yeah.
And how many siblings do you have?
I have a brother and a sister, and then he has 3 kids. But they were all grown adults when they got married. So,
Are you the youngest?
yes.
Gotcha. And where does your sister and your brother live?
My brother lives in Longville, and my sister lives in
Julian, are you close with them?
No noises of everything.
No.
The audio is going to be hilarious.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Stop it, guys. We can see something.
Julia, can you go show Mackenzie the other Cinderella dress?
Big one?
Yeah. The
No.
other blue one. The little one.
Oh, the little one.
Yeah, go show her. She wants to see all the sparkles.
She's gonna go put a little Cinderella on.
Okay.
Okay. Tell us about magical mothering. What is it? What does it mean to you? And where do you hope for it to take you?
Okay, so magical mothering came to me a year and a half ago when I was going to start back up my massage business. I had an idea of only working with women. So as I was trying to figure out ways of working with women, I got the kind of like the thought, magical mothering. I was like, well, that's kind of cool, but what is that? Like, how would massage work, and like what does that mean? And as I kind of just kept listening and hearing and kind of just going with that and going, okay, if this is what I'm doing, I want to work with women. What does that look like? What does that feel like? And at first it was a lot of just time management kind of stuff. Okay, I could help women get their time management stuff, do weekly rhythms and meal plans and give them the space to create a life that's easier. And then as I was going, it was like, no, I'm tired of being on the surface of things. I don't like interacting with people just on the surface. I like to dive in and like, okay, what's your deal? Like, what's really going on? Because the time management thing, yeah, we could do that, but there's always more. There's always like, well, what are your blocks? What's keeping you from living your life? And so I started working with the seasons, and I made a seasonal guide. And the seasonal guide.
There's a storm coming in.
There's a storm coming in. The seasonal guide went into mindset shifts. It went into how to use the seasons. So in autumn is when I started it. In autumn, it was all about gratitude. As their abundance, it was all about changing your mindset and looking at all the abundance of everything and stop thinking everything's scarcity, stop thinking that everything's lack. And then it also had the practical things of how to start incorporating all the time management stuff as well. So it evolved into a way to actually dive deeper and look at the issues that are keeping you stuck and giving practical application advice and guidance.
And where do you see the next 5 years with magical mothering?
She
She
doesn't
doesn't
want it.
want it.
What happened? Sean Harmon?
Well, he was trying to play with the gate. Silas was playing with the gate.
Sean, come here, buddy. Sean, you're not the boss of everybody, okay?
Are you trying to keep him safe?
Anybody.
Trying to keep him safe?
Julia? Good morning. Sean, there we go. Sean, you can't be everyone's parent, okay? No. They'll learn just like you learned, okay? Do you have gold up there?
Yeah.
Can we go cash it in? You picking a winner? Oh, no. Yeah, no.
But Mom, there's lots of treat.
I guys gotta read a book?
No, we're just talking right now, baby girl.
No.
Did you show me things in the sparkle dress?
She did. She didn't want it. That's why she came out. She didn't want it.
She doesn't want it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, baby girl. You want to play with the stars in the other room?
Make it dark.
Yeah, we'll turn off the light in the other room. Did you see her? Well, she knows.
So you may have answered these questions in the other ones. Did you always have these beliefs, and what has led you to this? And I think,
Yeah. No, and then what led me, reading downstairs. The gate.
Oh, wait, I kind of closed the gate.
Oh, look at the ladybug. Do you want to open the gate?
Where's the ladybug?
The big one right there. It's a firefly.
Is it closed all the way, or can you
You could just kind of wiggle it. It'll just come out of
This
its
is the
little.
ladybug.
Silas, no touching. No
Here,
touching.
Sean, you want to go downstairs and watch Little Bear?
Don't touch, okay?
I'll watch it, baby girl. Thank you. Thank you for helping. Wow. Want to sit down and small?
No.
do you have some questions for Stephanie too?
You have a question for Stephanie? You want to ask her a question?
No.
No, thank you.
No.
Silent, no touch.
No touching, Silas. No
Thank
touching.
you. So in the next 5 years, I want to hold retreats, and I see it as something that will be tangible to the masses, to be out there so that everybody can see that there's something different, so that it's not such, I feel like motherhood's so lonely so often that I want people to know that there's other moms that they can connect with, even if it is like virtually. There's places that you can go to learn new tools so that you're not stuck doing the same thing, thinking the same things, feeling guilty all the time about how you're treating your kids, and going, okay, even if I did yell today, okay, there's 3,000 other moms that did the same thing, and we're not judging each other. We're going, okay, let's do better tomorrow. So that's where I see it, as something that is tangible, is real, that everybody can be involved with and actually make it kind of their own in a way. So, and then the beliefs, I started studying Rudolf Steiner, and he really opened my mind to a lot of the magic of the world. He talked about actual fairies and gnomes being real, and that there's just other realms around us. And I started, playing with that and going, well, is it possible? Could it be possible? And now I don't want to ever treat or show kids that there's not possibility for anything. So that's kind of where my beliefs are. It's not that I see fairies, but I do talk to them. I talk to the trees. I talk to,
This one, huh? That one don't shine right now.
It's not shining right now.
No.
So I just want people to be more open to all possibilities. And that's kind of my belief system now, is that what is possible? Of just questioning and being open
No
to all of
batteries
that.
in here?
Yeah, there's batteries. That's why it shines.
Not close minded.
Yeah.
So the next question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? But I guess that kind of sticks with the.
I see myself living in a motorhome traveling all
Really?
the time.
Nice.
You don't think you'll stay in the house you're in?
Well, that'll be our home base. But I see us the majority of the year. I would like to be out
You have
traveling,
such a life experience.
living, meeting actual other moms and connecting in a real way and holding space so that people can get a real feel for what it is, and then they can go out and do it. They can go out and transform their spaces with the inspiration and help and guidance, because there needs to be more than just gatherings. You know what I mean? There needs to be more than just play dates. There needs to be friendships and growing and seeing possibility and knowing that there's something that can be more deeper than just getting together.
I love it.
So you had gone off the grid for 3 years?
For 5 months, but we lived in our trailer for a year.
Okay. How was that? And what made you?
I press this button.
Yeah, you had different colors. What made you do that, and what made you come back?
Okay, so I was done living in a house. I wanted to be free. We actually wanted to travel full time, but because of the money wise, it was more affordable to buy a property and to stay in one space and live off grid.
Okay.
So we did that, and then my husband decided to buy storage units, like storage options, and the stuff that comes with those. The stuff that comes in those didn't fit in a 100 square foot shed. So we got another one and another one. And finally it was like, okay, we can't store dressers and beds outside in the desert anymore.
Is that what brought you back?
And so, okay, is there a bathroom right here? Yeah, right there, Stan. Go in that door.
Yes.
Winnie the
Sarah has
Pooh.
a balloon.
Winnie the Pooh, that's right.
I know, you missed your potty break. So now you have to wait.
Stan will be done in just a second. She's a quick peer.
Yes, yeah.
So yeah, he wanted to go back to work full time. He goes, okay, I can't be a hippie anymore. Okay, I'll take that.
How did that, do you feel like that changed you as a person, or what kind of experiences did it bring to you doing that?
I now finally, we moved there when Skyen was 3 days old. We moved onto our desert property when she was 3 days old. And I am just now, within the last month or two, feeling like I can go and like buy things new. It's very like odd for me to like step back into that place of going, okay, I can actually go to the store and buy something new. And that took a long time because it was, I didn't ever need to, because everything came to us in the storage units that we ever needed, plus some. And so it seems, I'm dealing with new judgments about myself. Like, is it selfish to want new things? And that I'm actually having to get over things that I promised that I wouldn't get back into the lifestyle of just consuming. Yes, come here.
There's stuff in here.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
there is.
Wow.
A little storage.
Can you play in there? Can you go in there?
There's stuff in there, and there's toys in here.
Is there
Yes.
toys? Yeah.
Is that okay to wear?
Yeah. It's just kind of like the
Insulation.
insulation kind of coming apart.
I think that's just a blanket, Skyen.
There was a flying squirrel family in here.
Stop it.
Yeah, we thought it was rats or mice or squirrels, and we caught one. It was a flying squirrel. Caught one with the trap, and we were really sad. David actually was really sad about it. And
She's going to pull everything out of there.
yeah, not much in there. It's just like a hamper and then this stuff.
Oh, he has a pen.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Sai.
Sai. So yeah, he went into work again. And so yeah, just coming back into even now, three and 3/4 years later, coming back into
How can I
mainstream
get it?
society. And the things that go with it. And I never thought that it would be such like a mindset thing of just trying to reintegrate back into a society that I wanted to get out of.
Mommy.
So
So you're in the process of finding a happy medium between the two?
yes.
Is that where you wish you would be? Like if you had a wish to where you want to live?
I want to live. I tell my kids, I'm like, you can come live with me in my teepee and with my animal friends. And my kids are like, I choose daddy. I'm like, okay, well then when you stop sleeping with me, I can go live in a teepee then.
So that's your dream is.
That is my dream, is to have a teepee in the front of my house that I live in full time with an outdoor kitchen and my husband and kids can live inside. That's where I would be
That
happy.
could be a lot of pros and cons. Girl, you guys enjoy your indoor space.
You enjoy it. Wow. That's a neat coloring book.
Okay, if you could describe yourself in 3 to 5 words, what would it be?
It would have to just, I am me. I am me. It changes.
There's no cookie cutter set.
It changes. It changes all the time, and yet it's always authentic. So I change my mind. I change. I'm never trying to judge or be anything. And sometimes I have judgments, and I catch them, and then I go, okay, now I'm gonna do this, and it's just.
So you're ever evolving.
Ever evolving, as we all should be. As I hope, and I hope that I'm able to inspire others to live that same way. That just because you got married, just because you have kids, just because you're something, doesn't mean you have to not be it.
What motivates you? Like, what makes you want to do it? Like, what's your drive?
It sounds crazy. Like, some would say it's the Holy Spirit, some would say it's God, some would say it's but I literally hear what I am supposed to be doing, and I do it. And it stems, I was talking to my husband just the other night, that the voice that I hear in my head is the same voice when I was a Christian that I called the Holy Spirit. I think we all have a still small voice within us. And when we listen to it, it makes us feel so amazingly peaceful and connected and not alone anymore, that there's no way that you can't do it once you start doing that. Once you start living like that, when you don't live like that, it doesn't feel good anymore. And so you continue and you push yourself out of the comfort zone so far that finally feels easy and peaceful and scary, but that you don't want to live small anymore. You can't just stay in the same stuff anymore because it doesn't feel good.
I have lights on there.
There's a light on.
Go in there, sure. So talking to you, I think I can answer the next question, but do you prefer to work alone or with others? And if I had to answer that, I think it would depend on the situation.
What's in this one?
I like working with others, but I think you would also like your alone.
I do have to
But this
have
one's a little bit cleaner.
my
And
alone
there's more
space in order to create.
What's in there?
There's a lot of storage in there, chairs and boxes and decorations. But this one is best to plan because it's more empty for you guys to walk
And
around.
you can actually,
And what's and I want to see that one.
No,
You can
it's locked right now. Stay in that one.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think they opened it earlier. You can look, but it's just a little bit messy in there. There's a light on in there, I believe.
so yeah, the work that I do is for others, and yet I do need my own alone thinking, processing, inspirational time in order to do the work that I do.
And then my next question is, who's your most influential person and
No,
why?
so
Is it the, what was his name?
Wayne Dyer? Wait.
No, no,
Rudolph
so
Steiner.
Yeah.
No.
Or is it Wayne Dyer? Who's your most influential person? Is that
No. Julia, come on, baby, come out.
Can you let everybody in there, Julia? So everybody can hide?
Fun in there.
Can you let friends? Oh, sorry, I was
Silas.
trying to close it. Oh,
No,
I
say
pressed
sorry.
S-T-E.
No, say sorry. No.
and Wayne Dyer?
D-Y.
And so is it one of them that is on here? Or not them at all?
I would say it's probably,
No, Silas, stop closing.
I would say the most inspirational is the other moms that were brave enough to live an alternate lifestyle. So all the moms that I kept coming across that were doing Waldorf education, all the moms. Oh, your fingers. Did you get your fingers?
What is Waldorf education? Where does that stem from?
Rudolph Steiner created the first Waldorf school, and it was an experiment in a cigarette factory back in the early 1900s of creating a school system unlike any other. And so that Waldorf and unschooling are the two things.
We have no more freaking cats.
And Zion's still downstairs, so happy right now in front of Little Bear. I'm sure he's like, oh my gosh, this is so soft.
Silliest.
Watch Mackenzie. Watch this.
Wow.
Whoa.
But let Mackenzie play with it. She was playing with it first, and when she's
I
done,
want to know
when
it.
she's done, she'll let you
Why
play
don't you
with
guys
it.
take it downstairs?
Oh, yeah.
And put it in the
No,
playroom.
Put it in the playroom.
Yeah.
And here's your mirror.
Did you put on this one?
So yeah, I would have to say it was all the women. And as everything that I found and looked into, it was always these women who were, you know, living outside of the box and going, this is what we do now. And we've gotten a lot of heat for it. We've gotten a lot of questions. Our family doesn't agree with it, but I feel like this is right for my kids. And I was able to take every single one of those stories and become inspired by them. And then in turn going, you know, we're all just trying to do the best for our kids right now. And that's the only thing that matters. Yes.
Speaking of kids, do you plan on having more?
So cute.
That's always everyone's question. You can have 10 in the questions. So we can
2 or 4. So I have 2. If another one comes, there has to be 4. There won't be a Lone Ranger. And
is it just if it's in the plan, it's in the plan, or do you hope to have?
no, I'm good with 2, and yet if for some reason 3 comes along, there's 4. So
That's exciting.
so Travis is hoping there is no 3 because he knows there's 4 shortly after.
That's how we were. It was 2, and then we got my mom had to do. It was like she had 2 sets of 2.
Yeah. So that's what it would be because Skyen and Zion are so close. I feel like it would be unfair. There would be no way that they could ever like. We need to go pee.
Here, guys. Julia, open. Julia, open.
Show my hair.
Julia, baby.
I know me.
Now you can turn off the light in there. You can watch it. Turn off the light in there.
Yeah, I tried.
Watch. Wow.
My turn.
I was obsessed with getting her everything lit up because we were all about she's gonna stay in that crib. There is no sleeping with us. She's gonna be trained to be alone in the bedroom. We don't want the kids sleeping in our bed, and now I'm completely like opposite.
Isn't that amazing how that happens? Because you get to learn your child.
Right. I went and buy the books, buy everything, what everyone said, and that's what I did with her. So it was all about lights and everything to help her feel comforted in her bed. But I trained her to be in our bed. Yeah. Took a few months, but now I'm kind of training her and Silas to be in this room and I'll sleep with them. And then eventually go back to my husband.
I finally took the king bed, and the kids and I are in the king bed, and my husband's in the twin and his own.
You know, I almost want David in here and me and the kids in there.
But you know, and he grumbles about it a little bit, but I'm like, you wanted to sleep by yourself.
Yeah.
There's 3 of us and 1 of you, which you know we can't all fit in the twin bed.
And
So
if there are 4 kids, there'll be
yeah.
5 of you guys and 1 of
Right. So he's now talking about getting a full bed for himself. And I'm like, do that. You know, I'll join you eventually. Our kids, you know, they might be 10. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We'll come back together. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, once you have kids, it's not like the bed is where the magic happens anyway.
Exactly.
They're asleep. You go wherever they are not, and you make it happen. That's having kids is all about.
Exactly. It's true. It's absolutely true.
It's blocked.
Yeah, he walks and he barks and he goes,
He barks.
pet his back. Kind of like push a little button back here.
Okay.
What it does.
What do you think you do best? What is your greatest attribute, I guess? What do you think your greatest attribute is?
No. No.
We're always so critical of ourselves.
Well, I actually have a couple.
Yeah,
I'm not bad with. Well, I was gonna say.
I'm gonna push right here.
Oh my goodness! Go take it over there and let it walk around over there. See what it does. I would say either creating magical spaces for my kids. I really enjoy doing that. I like playing. I like seeing the wonder with them. But I would have to say it's actually talking to women and getting to like the heart of the issue, and so that real change can happen. I feel like that's a gift that I was given, so that I can see the potential of somebody that they don't know is there, and go, "Wow, that's so amazing! You're so brilliant! Look at your light!" And they go, "Oh, I didn't know that was there. I didn't know that was possible." So I feel like.
Bring that about in women? Is it meditation or is it certain?
It's just listening. I can hear what they say and line up things that have always been there, but they never knew was possible, and go, "Look at this! That's amazing! This is what you. This is your soul's call. Like your soul is yelling out to me. This is what I need to be doing." And you're not listening. And that's why all of this stuff is happening in your life, because you're not listening to where you're supposed to be going.
Hey,
That's where the chaos and the stress happen.
But it takes a heart. You have to actually look at yourself. You have to deal with the inner voices and the dragons, as I call them. You have to be willing to like listen and feel, because feeling's not fun sometimes. Right. You have to be willing to do that in order to break through all of those, so that you can finally be inspired. Hear the small voice.
Is there? How David got it all. That's, you know what that is? It's flying squirrel.
It's special poop.
It's flying squirrel. Yeah, we have to clean
It's
that up.
like the fairies' horses. Do you know that?
The fairies, they ride on flying squirrels. They actually fly from tree to tree. We've seen them a couple around here. So cool.
Hit them with this car. He's like, really attracted to my car. I don't understand. Like 3 of them.
Because they're in the trees.
Oh
and
my
it's like a
God.
black Subaru. They like the nighttime.
He's like, don't worry. He's like, you don't understand.
Hey, show us.
He had a bird fly into his, like, he was driving, and it flew through into an open window in his car, and then hit the back window and died.
Sean, that's not nice.
Oh, I think it was an accident. It was just one car. He had birds flying.
Oh, no, I don't want
It
to.
was fairies. It wasn't like flying squirrels.
That's
But then you guys fly some green.
I think it was an accident.
No,
Was it
no,
an
she's
accident?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although everybody, I'm sure, knows birds fly.
Right. That's funny.
Okay.
Whoa.
So, I guess you may or may not have a bucket list, but I know I have a bucket list. So, what would be number 1 on your bucket list? You have to do it before you die.
I have to visit all 50 states in a motorhome, traveling the country. I have to.
And that journey has not begun
It's
yet.
not yet. So it'll be an exciting one when it does.
That'll be fun. Well, we have the windows open, so you can go in here and shop the lighting.
And that's it. My last question was about you living off the grid, and that's all I need.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know that wasn't there.
She read all
That's right. I knew it came to me
she
for some reason.
said it verbatim.
Are you kidding me? Oh, that's awesome. I wasn't just
As you're
stuck that
saying
one
about
in my
well,
brain.
I really wanted to get to the root of all the good living also. Was there anything else that is awesome? We have 3 real life dogs at home, so why don't you take this and go play with him? Go show him the flying fairy horse poop.
Just don't touch it.
Don't eat it, Sean.
Is there anything else that you would like the masses to know about you?
No, you guys, those were awesome questions. You really those were fantastic. How
They
did
were,
they
they were living in there. And they were
They couldn't find the fairy garden, so they came up here for a break. And they had to go to the bathroom.
I think they might have had babies in there.
Kenzie, you know what, Kenzie? There's a really good motto you should learn eventually. But guess what? Poop happens. We can't stop it. Look at this robotic creepy dog. It has a personal one-on-one with herself.
Yeah, you guys, that was awesome. That was
I've never met someone that I felt that I would never get to know if I didn't just sit down and say, hey, I got something to say. I can have 100 sit-downs with you and meet your whole family, and I still feel like I would never get to.
Mom.
Yes.
We're gonna
see it?
No, watch.
Hey, Erin, you want to see that dog? You want to see it?
Hey, guess what? He has to pee again.
Hey, guess what, Sean? You need to go pee? Okay.
He really wants to pee off the deck.
I watched
His life will not be complete.
Sean, does he want to?
Sean,
go pee off the deck.
Because you can.
You know what he does? He thinks he's a dog.
Yes.
No, he legitimately thinks he's a dog. So we have 3 dogs at home. And when we're home, we have security gates, and we just leave it deadbolted open. So the gate won't close. The dogs can come in and out as they please. Right? So Sean will take off his pants and his underwear and go outside where the dogs go. So cute. The dogs will also go outside on the deck and lie in the sun. So will he. The dogs drink water out of a big metal dog bowl. So will he.
That's Diane. She eats the dog food all the time. So delicious.
Julia,
if Kona can eat it,
don't
can't
touch that.
Okay? Don't touch the poo-poo.
Oh, so the outdoor school, I wanted to tell you, I heard, and I don't know if it's a specific pine tree, but I thought I'd tell you so you could share it. You can not swallow, but chew on pine needles.
Yes.
Chew pine needles will give you
berries
your
were not
daily
there.
dose of vitamin C.
Why?
That is why
really cold in the winter.
you can actually survive in the
And it got
forest.
warm and clean.
And it actually produces saliva so that you never get thirsty.
from a little
Is it a specific pine tree or
outside
any
all
pine
pine
tree?
needles.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't hear.
You know how there's the pine tree that you say it smells like pineapple and vanilla?
Yeah.
Did you know that if you chew, don't swallow, but chew on 2 pine needles a day, it'll give you your daily dose of vitamin C?
Mommy,
You can get your
I
vitamin C
want to
from
say
pine.
green or brown.
Green.
Yeah, let's go get
It's
some.
just up on the not completely.
And you can ask me whenever another question comes to mind. You can ask me whenever you want.
So this will be the ongoing.
Your pants are wet.
Pretty. That looks like yours.
Oh, what is that? You peed in the toilet.
You peed in the toilet? Oh, high five! You're awesome!
And this
You
is
did
all
pee
still
off the
completed
deck?
and recorded.
Did you want to pee off the deck?
Oh, it's
Let's
still
go try to
recording.
do that.
You can totally do it. There's like little spots.
Were you still at